Commander HFY of the Galactic Dominion's Fourth Fleet adjusted his breathing apparatus as the distress signal echoed through the bridge of his dreadnought. The transmission was weak, fragmented, but unmistakably from a civilized species. Another conquest awaited. "Analysis complete, Commander," his tactical officer reported, mandibles clicking with excitement. "The signal originates from a yellow star system, third planet. Preliminary scans indicate a Class 7 death world." HFY's compound eyes gleamed. Death worlds were rare, planets so hostile that they crushed most life before it could evolve intelligence. Yet somehow, impossibly, this world had produced a species advanced enough for interstellar communication. Such beings would make excellent slaves, their survival instincts already honed by their brutal homeworld. "Set course immediately," he commanded. "Deploy standard intimidation protocols. These humans will surrender quickly once they witness our superiority." The journey took 3 cycles. During that time, the Dominion's xenobiologists worked tirelessly to decode the alien transmissions. What they discovered both intrigued and amused the commander. The humans were broadcasting entertainment, fictional stories of war, exploration, and something they called hope. How quaint, how naive. Earth hung before them like a blue marble streaked with white clouds. Beautiful, HFY admitted. But the readings his sensors provided painted a different picture. Massive storms that could shred spacecraft, tectonic plates that shifted without warning, radiation levels that would kill most Dominion species within hours. And yet, these humans had somehow thrived. "Begin transmission," HFY ordered, his voice carrying the authority of 1,000 conquered worlds. "This is Commander HFY of the Galactic Dominion. You will surrender your planet and submit to Dominion rule. Resistance is futile. You have 1 planetary rotation to comply." The response came faster than expected. A single ship launched from the planet's surface, primitive by Dominion standards, little more than metal and chemical propulsion. HFY laughed, a sound like grinding glass. 1 ship against his entire fleet? These humans were either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. The human vessel approached without weapons powered, broadcasting on all frequencies. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force. We've received your message, Commander. We have a counterproposal." "Enlighten me," HFY replied, amused. "Leave our system now and we won't destroy your fleet." The bridge erupted in chittering laughter from his crew. HFY raised a clawed hand for silence. "You dare threaten the Dominion with a single primitive vessel? Your arrogance will be your downfall." "Commander," Chen's voice remained steady, "you've made a fundamental error. You see 1 ship and assume weakness, but you haven't asked the right question. Which is, if our world is so deadly that it forged us in fire and pain, if we survived ice ages and asteroid impacts, plagues and predators that would terrify your nightmares, what do you think we built our ships to survive?" Before HFY could respond, his sensors screamed warnings. The human ship wasn't primitive. It was deceptive. Beneath its crude exterior lay technology his scanners couldn't fully comprehend. Gravitational field manipulators, quantum tunneling torpedo bays, and something else. Something that made his evolutionary instincts scream danger. "But that's not the real question, Commander," Chen continued. "The real question is, if this is what we sent to talk to you, what do you think we kept at home?" HFY's eyes darted to his long-range sensors. The space around Earth was empty, just as it had been moments before, but as he watched, Reality seemed to shimmer. Ships materialized from nowhere. Not dozens, but hundreds. Thousands. They had been there all along, hidden by technology that bent space itself around them. Each vessel radiated power signatures that dwarfed his dreadnought. These weren't exploration ships, or even standard warships. They were weapons platforms designed by a species that had learned warfare on a world that tried to kill them every single day for millions of years. "You call our world a death world," Chen said, her voice now carrying an edge that made Zexai's carapace shiver. "You're right. It tried to kill us with ice, with fire, with poison, with predators, with disease, with starvation. For 65 million years, it threw everything it had at us. Asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, gamma-ray bursts." The human fleet began to move, not aggressively, but with a coordination that spoke of countless battles fought against impossible odds. "And we're still here, Commander. We didn't just survive our death world. We mastered it." We turned a planet that should have been our grave into our forge. Every challenge it threw at us, we overcame. Every extinction event, we endured. Every predator, we faced down. Zexai's hands trembled as he reached for the weapons console, but found himself frozen by an alien emotion. Fear. "You see, Commander, there's something you need to understand about Deathworlders. We don't just come from death. We've learned to make friends with it. We've stared into the abyss so long that when it stares back, we smile and offer it a drink." The human ship stopped moving, forming a perfect sphere around the Dominion fleet. Not threatening, not yet. Just waiting. "So here's our counter-proposal," Chen said, her voice now soft, almost gentle. "You can leave our system now. Spread the word that Earth and humanity are under our protection. Or you can find out why the only species to ever escape our death world alive was us." Commander Zexai looked at his tactical displays, at the impossible human fleet surrounding them, and felt something his species had forgotten in their millennia of easy conquests: the primal terror of being prey. "Set course for home," he whispered to his navigator. "Maximum acceleration." As the Dominion fleet fled, Captain Chen's final transmission followed them into the void. "Safe travels, Commander. And remember, the universe is vast and dark, but you're not alone out. Here, we're always watching." Behind them, Earth continued its eternal rotation, beautiful and deadly, home to the first species to ever turn a death world into a birthplace of hope. The cry in the void had been answered, not with surrender, but with the quiet, terrible confidence of those who had already survived the impossible. The Galactic Dominion would never trouble Earth again. But late at night, in the depths of space, they still told stories of the Deathworlders who smiled at death and made the darkness their ally.